Good people. Welcome back to the channel. This video came a little bit late. Had a lot of things to do all day, so pretty busy day. So sorry about the late video for those of you who look for it on a regular basis. Today we took 3 setups. So let's go through all of those. It was a little bit of something different that we did today. Starting with taking a trade after the market reopened. So that's something that we normally don't do. Well, I normally don't do. Um, Overnight can be kind of tricky as slow markets. So it takes a lot longer for things to play out sometimes, depending on if there's news or not. So let's look at it. When you're dealing with things like overnight, it's kind of hard to determine a bias. So you really just have to go off of your zones, so to say. And that's exactly what we did. So in the past 3 or 4 weeks, A plus overnight has been very, very, very lucrative. I think it's 100%, meaning that it's at least went 2 to 1. But I think over the past 4 weeks, all of them have went 5 to 1. So I was like, okay, enough is enough. Let's do this. So that's exactly what we did. I just happened to jump on the charts. I want to say I initially jumped on when price was up here, and I didn't catch the move down, but we caught the move back up. But if we were to catch this move down as well, which would have looked something like this, I think it would have been some pretty nice results as well. Maybe not. Let's see. There's a gap right there. Yeah, so it would have went almost 2 to 1. So yeah, good thing I didn't try to take that, right? Anyway, price came down here to this reversal zone and it started to sort of curve. If you could see, try to visualize like a wide letter U right here. Not really a V shape, but more of like a U. Anyway, price came out, crossed the 50, crossed the VWAP, made structure and a gap. So that's how we got our entry right here. There's a very, um, the gap was right here. Let me just draw that out. So this was the gap. That's why it matches up perfectly with the entry, and price came back and tapped into it. Now with this one, I went 5 contracts on it because I am trading quite a bit heavier this year, trying to do some different things personally, some different goals that I have. So in doing so, and since this was overnight, I actually had take I took profit at every TP just because one it was overnight. I didn't want to stay on the charts all night, and for two, it's slow markets, and knowing that Asia, London hasn't even opened yet, it's still kind of uncharted territory for me personally. So put the trade on, tapped in, and it actually did quite well. So let me extend these lines. So we see that it hit TP1 about an hour, almost an hour and a half after we entered the trade. And then from there, it hit TP2 about an hour and a half after it hit TP1. So right there, that's 3 hours from entry, almost where it actually hit TP2. So yeah, about 2 hours and 40 minutes. So at this point, when price got to TP2, the stop loss went from here to break even. And from there, I just kind of let it ride out and had it at TP3, 4, and 5 were my runners. And it did pretty well. So it almost tapped us out here. By this time, when it hit TP2, I was not on the charts anymore. I kind of just let the trade just do its thing overnight, and I was going to check it in the morning. So I'm glad I do that because this once you saw this was a nice little downtrend right here. You can even see the M pattern a bit right there. Um, a lot of people probably would have been like, "Oh, let me just get out, secure some profits." But when you leave trades on, they actually work out to your benefit sometimes. So doing so, it took another one at TP3 and another one at TP4. On the way up, there were all these daily levels, so that's why we got some rejection. But we did get some good volume here during London session, and then it just sort of died out. So great, um, great profits on that trade, which was kind of unexpected, but a lot of people caught it. So kudos to y'all who took it. Then we had this huge candle from a news event today, and everything, the entire market was just red, red, red. But since overnight was bullish, because at this time we're looking at prerequisites and seeing what Asia did and what London did in reference to it, it was very bullish. But you have to go against the news. News is what changes things. So I gave it an attempt and tried to go along with the pre-market bias, ignoring the news. That was not the best way to go. So this trade, I think, sorry about that. So this trade actually, I think it only took us in profit like $50, if that. So entry was one tick up. Yeah, $60. That's it. And from 60, it went straight. Unfortunately, we caught this second news candle because there was some more news that happened at 10. Orange folder, but it acted like it was red folder because this candle is actually the same size as the news candle, as the red folder news candle, which is crazy because it's orange folder. But anyway, so yeah, quick $1,000 loss because on this one I actually only went one contract just because it was kind of going against the news anyway. So I didn't go heavy on this one, but this box right here still was over $1,000. So what's that? 1135. So gave back a little bit of the profits that we made overnight. Um, saw some consolidation right here. Formed a chop box coming out of this reversal zone. Finally decided to go with the trend. This one did go heavy on it. Of course, well, not of course, but since it's going with the trend, then yeah, I went with my normal at least between 5 and 8 contracts. And I wanted it to go down to here. So what I did was I had four at TP1, and then I would leave a runner down here since it was some pretty good return. That would have been about almost $1,500 right there if it would have hit TP2, which was actually a little bit past there. But it only hit TP1 and went down and tapped this unmitigated level and then kind of reversed up, and then it completely went bullish after then. So I called it a day after that, but still not bad. We were, if you count the overall, we were 2 for 3, but since it hit so many targets on the overnight A plus setup, this 1K loss right here, it actually wasn't so bad. So a good thing we caught this nice move up here to actually soften the blow when we took this L over here. And then this kind of just brought us back to if we didn't take these two trades and only had this trade. So overall, not a bad Friday. Fridays can be kind of tricky. So keep that in mind whenever you are trading in Q specifically on Fridays. So yeah, hope y'all enjoyed the video. Hope y'all made some money. Hope y'all learned something. Have a great weekend. Please like, share, subscribe, and we will be back at it on Monday. Peace.